Who's the one guy that you're going to say is going to have that breakout year this year? Okay? What player would you take? Breakout year. Not name Hurts. Who's the one guy that you're going to say is going to have that breakout year this year? Okay? What player would you take? Breakout year. Not name Hurts. I don't want to talk about him. Not yet. What? Gannon? That's interesting. Okay. Devonta Smith is going to ball out. I'm going to get to him in a minute. Gainwell. I thought Goddard almost had didn't Goddard have almost 800 yards last year? Josh Sweat for me. I think he's going to have a breakout season. I think Josh Sweat is going to have an opportunity to be an every down football player for the Eagles. And all the things that they have been saying about him for the last 2 years, I think they're going to come to a head this year. And I think this guy is going to play his ass off. I think Josh Sweat, of all the defensive football players on that side of the football that we've been waiting for, I think he's going to have a breakout season. I think Josh Sweat is going to be that guy. Dude, I could see him getting 10 sacks this year. I could actually see him in a conversation to battle Hassan Reddick for team lead in sacks. That's how good I think he is. Clayton. I like what Clayton has just said. Let me get to Chauncey Gardner-Johnson here, CJ. I'm going to make a prediction on your Philadelphia Eagle new acquisition. I think this kid makes the Pro Bowl. I like him. Shit talker, attitude. See, here's why I like Xander. You got to like this guy too. Here's why I like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. You know why? Xander will tell you about Big Sills all the time. Xander and I text over the weekend. Xander, you'll love this. You see, folks, when you have a defensive football player, I'd rather pull that guy off the edge than have to push him to it. And a guy like CJ, you have to pull him off the edge and protect him from falling in the pit because you see so much talent. The difference between being a legend and a Pro Bowler is that much. That's the distance to the edge of the cliff. I'd rather rein a guy back in, pull him back in, than have to consistently push him to be great. Most of those guys that are great live on the edge. This guy lives on the edge. And I think this guy's going to be a Pro Bowler. I really do. Skid, I said throw 17 to 24 times with 260 yards, 70 rushing yards. I think the firepower on the outside in Goddard will open up the run game. Sanders, 80 plus, Hurts, 50 to 80 yards. Smith will be the baller this year. JM, Sweat is a product of being on a D-line with a lot of talent. He's not special. I think he is. I think he is. I disagree. I think he is. Let me get to the last one. Here's my last one here. Devonta Smith. What's his role in this offense? How about this? Who do you think Steichen wants to establish in this offense first? AJ, Goddard, Devonta, and don't say it's going to be by committee because it's not going to be that way because your quarterback doesn't think that way. Your quarterback doesn't allow wide receivers to finish their routes. He's not going to have time to find a third or second option. He's just not. That comes from Greg Cosell's mouth, not just mine. What's his role? So all of a sudden, you spend $25 million per year on a guy that you're not going to target number one. Howie Roseman's going to have a conversation and a call down to the sidelines. What are you doing? I pay that guy $900,000. You got to remember something about the NFL. When you start paying him, you got to start playing him. All the people that are thinking that Jordan Davis is going to start playing right away, you got $30 million tied up in your two DTs. You think you're just going to have those guys and watch the owner sitting there watching two guys making $30 million combined? And you got a rookie in there playing? Not going to happen. Okay? Whoever's the best matchup. Really? So you think that's how that's going to work? The best matchup? That Jalen Hurts is going to find that. There will be the problem. You've got to have targets. Jalen Hurts is not a quarterback that's going to walk to the line of scrimmage and know where to throw the ball immediately. He ain't Tom Brady. They're going to tell him where to throw it. Brady knows where to go with it. In his own mind, he knows where he's going with it. Jalen doesn't yet. And he doesn't allow the offense to progress. Most of the time, when he was looking for receivers last year, they were not into their routes, but 65% of the route. That's why he took off running. Okay? Smith is going to be open a lot. Dallas G will be the benefit. I agree with that. I'm just wondering what Devonta Smith's role is going to be. And how many catches and yards. You think they go up or down? I think there's a chance those numbers go down. If you're getting 10 targets, you're getting 10 targets a game. 10 targets for AJ. You got another 9 targets for Dallas Goedert. So we're throwing the ball 30 times a game? Okay. That's a remedy for L's. Hurts gets better every year. I didn't see that. Actually, I thought he was better under Doug Peterson. I didn't think he got better last year. I think he got better running the ball last year. I didn't think he got better throwing it. Seriously, I actually thought he threw the ball better with Doug. It was my observation. Nick, Philly is a great sports city. Dude, wait till you see another great sports city tomorrow in L.A. And it's not L.A. Ram fans. It's going to be Buffalo Bill fans. Skid, do you think Jalen Hurts will get more confidence to trust his arm more? Because, Skid, he's going to get more confidence with the more successes he sees with his team. Higher completion percentage. I don't think it's going to be about ending numbers. I think it's going to be more about 65% completion percentage, the run-to-pass ratio, how many points they put up on the board. All that is going to go into the mix of how they see how the offense is progressing. Again, their quarterback's not their dominant offensive player. Their offensive line is their dominant group. Actually, if you think about it, if you ranked them, Hurts would probably be like of the 11 starters. Okay, AJ's better, Smith's better, Goddard's better, Lane Johnson's better, Mulata's better, Dickerson's better, Kelsey's better. So he's probably 10. Most places, the Bills' offense starts with the guy. Green Bay starts with the guy. I mean, Tampa starts with Brady at 44. Jalen had 51 completion percentage. I said I thought he threw the ball better. Hey, man, Nick, I like that. So just for me, I think this is going to be interesting to see where Devonta Smith ends up fitting into this offense. All right. I want to hit on some of the NFL games, and also I got the power rankings. I'm going to do that every week when it comes to the NFC teams. We'll do AFC tomorrow, okay? I wrote down the NFC today, so we'll do AFC tomorrow as well. Warren Moon will join us at 5:30 Eastern time. I think there's some really great storylines, though, this year for the 2022 Philadelphia Eagles. Hey, don't forget also our good friends at Morgan & Morgan, where the fee is free. If you're hurt or injured on the job, there's only one place for you guys to go, and that is Morgan & Morgan. For the people is not a slogan, it's who they are. Over 800 attorneys, the biggest firm in the country, is there to defend you to this tune. Get this. Last 30 years, they've collected over $13.5 billion when it comes to compensation for their clients. Call them at 800-512-1600. That's 800-512-1600. The call is free. The consultation is free. 800-512-1600. And when you call Morgan & Morgan, do me a favor. Tell them your boy Big Sil sent you.
Many times when people are injured at a place of business, they don't realize they may have a case. The fact is, injuries should not happen. And most of the time when someone is injured, someone is at fault. Maybe the store manager installed a cheap, slippery floor, or there wasn't proper security. After an injury at a hotel, restaurant, store, or any place of business, it's so important to call us. Time matters, size matters. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.